Good morning, everybody. Shabbat Shalom. Get myself set up here. My name is Ashley Wilson, and I have the honor of presenting today's Torah portion to you. Today's portion is Terumah, which roughly translated means offering. And this can be found in Exodus chapter 25, verse 1 through chapter 27, verse 19. I will tell you now, though, I cheated a little bit. I'm normally a rule follower by nature, but my dear friend Daniela reminded me that the Torah portions are man-made anyway, and so we're actually going to go through verse 21 because there's a message there that I just feel like is really important that the Lord laid on my heart to share with you today. So beginning in chapter 25, God is instructing Moses for the offerings that are to be brought for the building of the tabernacle. And he says, from anyone who is willing to give. They were to bring gold, silver, bronze, fine linens, purple and blue and red yarns, animal skins, wood, oil, spices, and gemstones for the priest's ephod. Those Hebrews, they really made out like bandits when they asked the Egyptians to give them gold and silver when they left Egypt. They must have been really eager to see them go. Then the Lord begins to detail exactly what he expects, exactly how the ark and the table and the menorah are to be constructed. The menorah was to be a single hammered piece of gold, pure gold, would have weighed approximately 75 pounds. I cannot imagine the skill necessary from the craftsmen who were entrusted with the job of putting together this single hammered piece of gold, the lamp. Then follows the instructions for the tabernacle itself, the curtains that were to be woven from finely spun linen and these beautiful yarns with the cherubim worked into the curtains themselves. Again, these skilled craftsmen who would make these things to build this tabernacle to the Lord. And the final instructions in this portion are for the altar of burnt offering and for the courtyard that was to surround the tabernacle. And this is where I broke the rules, because when you go to verses 20 through 21 of chapter 27, there are instructions for the Israelites to bring oil for the lamp, to keep it continuously burning. A very simple offering, no skill involved, something that all of the Israelites would have been capable of bringing. Oil to keep the light shining. And I was so encouraged by this. Not all of us have great wealth of which to give. We are not all gifted with special skills. Some of us in the kingdom are anointed for teaching or for worship, craftsmanship. Maybe you're really good with computers, or you know how to run a soundboard. Maybe you're really good at patiently ministering to children, or loving on babies, or making nourishing food for a family in need. Maybe you just scrub a mean toilet. Every single one of us, young and old, every single one has oil that can be poured out in the service of our King. Do not keep your oil to yourself. And I could end this here, but there's something else that I just really felt like I just felt like I needed to say. The tabernacle in the wilderness was a beautiful thing. Reading through this portion, one might even say that the Lord sounds a little bit bougie, to borrow the common vernacular. This was a fancy place in the middle of the wilderness. And surely the two temples that followed were stunning, ornate, grand places for the presence of the Lord to dwell among his people. But nothing, not all the gold and fine linen or marble, nothing compares to the glory and the beauty of our King choosing to tabernacle among us in the form of a little baby who would grow to be a man who would lay down his life for each and every one of you. And how glorious will it be when he returns to tabernacle with us forever. It'll make those grand places look like shacks in the woods by comparison. So be willing to bring your oil in service of his glorious kingdom. Surely, as we sang today, he is worthy of it all. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom, everybody. Ashley, thank you